We're just getting live here. Give me one moment. My cat keeps biting me. I don't like that. We're just getting live. Legally acceptable Radiohead. Alright, we are just getting started here, friends. Doing a tech check off of my phone. Acceptable Radiohead. Oh, you can't see me. How very silly of me. I wonder why that's not visible. Oh, I gotta move that up higher in the... There we go. Alright, just gotta send the stream link to one more supportive group chat. Gotta get those numbers right. And we'll be in for fun. I have no idea what I am talking about. Alright, we are putting on a show first and foremost. I say as I send the link to one more person. Alright. From this moment forward, I'll see the live chat, but other than that, we're doing a league. Well, actually, I will eat those words, because let's make sure my camera's in a good focus. 1 second, just gotta adjust the focus. There we go. There we go. That should be good. Oh, I gotta send this to my brother, actually. Alright. I'm still not in focus. Just gotta adjust that slightly. Text here, perfect reference. Alright, that should be good. Woo! I got crazy antics just for you. Crazy antics in the color red, not blue. I got a handlebar mustache. I got a premium mono red ale. Did I send this to my magic group chat? Yes, I did. Alright. We're rocking, baby. Let's send the stream. Oh, I have the play points. Great. Alright, let's select our burn deck. Kuldotha Rebirth. But this one is more whack focused. I feel more comfortable with whack. Alright, let's send it. I don't even know why I bought ticks because I had the play points, but it goes like that sometimes. Woo! My cat is loving this energy and wants to be a part of it. Here, you can sit on my pillow. Sweet kitty. Sweet kitty. We got game one. Let's see how this is doing on Twitter. Thanks for tuning in, Charles. If you can drop a like, I'd love it. There are 455 active players, so I should run into someone. We're in for a night of burn. Alright, we got League Match 1. I have won the die roll, so I will take the die roll. We can't keep that. On mono red, we need more actions. That's perfect. That is the ideal mono red whack hand for Kuldotha Rebirth. Beautiful. We're here. Alright, turn one. If I use the experimental synthesizer, I get a dead card. But I also set myself up for turn 2 experimental synthesizer and a living card on turn 2, and that's better because we can draw a land or a 1-mana spell with high likelihood. So we gotta go that route. Alright, they are also on burn. That's fine, it's a popular deck. We're doing our own thing. We're taking damage as one does against burn. Alright, so the important thing is that when we sacrifice experimental synthesizer, we get another card. So it's important to sack it to Kuldotha Rebirth before you play your land for the turn, so that if you get a land off of Kuldotha Rebirth, you can use it. We didn't get that this time, but we did get a Monastery Swiftspear. So we can play our other land, drop a Monastery Swiftspear, and next turn we'll have a Goblin Bushwhacker. So we're doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing. I don't think they're main boarding 1 damage to everything spells. But we'll see that in the sideboard. Love the Mario 64 Radiohead covers. They're spectacular. Alright. So we are up against a more prowessy deck. Kiln Fiend deck. So we're still gonna swing into this. We might even sacrifice the mountains. We're gonna swing into this Bushwhacker because we can take a Swiftspear and a Festival Crasher if we were to Fire Blast, and they're on I thought they were on one land. Maybe not then. We're still gonna swing into this, though. That's the best thing we can do with our deck currently. We can take out the Monastery Swift Spear. Okay, that's the worst block they could have done. They should have blocked the Swift Spear. But, we're currently doing 8 damage. We could do 12, but that would close off our Bushwhacker for next turn. So we're going to send in 8 and take the loss. Because now they're at 11 life, and we can swing for 12 next turn. Actually, we can swing for more than 12 with the Bushwhacker, too. If they weren't to block. But we are on the beats. They have to block next turn. Or they have to clear our board right now. It's already decided. This is the best opening hand you can get for this deck. But that's the spirit of mono red, is you're all in. Hope you're doing good tonight, stream. It's great to have you. Are they just timing me out? Okay, they are playing. Ooh, what are they bolting? Targeting me? They should have targeted my Monastery Swift Spear. Because even responding with a Fire Blast would have been good for them. Even if I had to save my Monastery Swift Spear by Fire Blasting and doing something else, that would have been 2 lands and 2 spells. That would have been good for them. But this bolt, they're not gonna be able to kill me with this. Okay, I might have to eat my words. If they present legal, I can Fire Blast lethal. I can Fire Blast their creature. With one more bolt, yeah, that's not lethal, because I'll be at 14, and they'll have a 4/5 Monastery Swift Spear and a 7/3, which is 11. So we're still in the clear. Yeah, they need to be playing as if they have to win this turn. But to my knowledge, they don't have the damage on board to win this turn. Oh, no, they do. They do. Okay. In that case, we have to take out this Festival Crasher using the Fire Blast to miss lethal. It's not pretty, but we have to do it right now. That's what we have to do in order to not lose. We're playing not to lose in this turn. We can win the long game with our board advantage and with our life advantage. Well, that life advantage is about to be lost, but I had to take out the... But yeah, we're fine. Because now we can just Chain Lightning face. We drew lethal off the top of the deck. We could have stayed alive on board. That's game 1. That was a tough decision. We do have to counterplay to them, which is by boarding in, end the festivities, taking out Chain Lightning because they're mono red, bringing in... I feel like spot removal is way more important against a Kiln Fiend deck. And for that reason, yeah, taking out our Chain Lightning is the move. But Relic of Progenitus isn't enough. So this is what we can do. We won game 1, so we can afford to lose game 2 more than losing game 1. But we need to keep on keeping on. Sorry. Okay. Are they they're mulliganing to 6. Off 1 land. If we keep 1 land, our best turn 2 is playing a Chromatic Star or a Bolt. But that turn 1 Swift Spear is so good that honestly, I'm gonna send it. Like, it's a hard decision, but opening with Monastery Swift Spear is so good. Especially since they're mulliganing down to 5 now. Are they going to mulligan down to 4? If they do, we basically win. But the worst part about our deck, the worst part about our hand, is that if we don't draw land, all we can do is have a good board presence and have a response to creatures against a Kiln Fiend deck. And that's, to me, is acceptable. And see, we drew land, so it's fine. Let's see if they have a response. Yeah, they do. That's fine. We have a way to draw cards, and we have a way to deal with their board presence, so we're fine. They kept a 1-lander. So they kept a 1-lander with nothing to do with it, so I feel bad for them, but in mono red you can mull down to 4, so I don't feel that bad. This is gonna waste potential prowess triggers, but we can respond. We can draw off of them playing a creature because we can Chromatic Star into a Lightning Bolt. Oh, wow. Okay. So we're both a little awkward, but I have the card advantage and the land advantage. Staying on 1 land for 2 turns is really bad for them. Okay, we drew another Bushwhacker. I don't think we should be greedy. I think we should draw off of this Reckless Impulse and have things to do next turn. Especially, we can use that Chain Lightning if they happen to draw a land and play a creature. We're still ahead on draws. We're still ahead on... We were ahead on lands, but we're ahead on cards either way. Yeah, we can take out this Monastery Swift Spear. That's fine. They'll get a draw. I hope it's good for them, for their sake, but... In most burn cases, I would advise against not bolting face in this situation, but this is a Prowess Kiln Fiend deck, so we actually need to take out their board presence aggressively in a way that you wouldn't normally, because I can come back from not having a board presence, they can't, which is why we aren't just bolting the face as soon as we can. We have to set up for a longer game. But pretty soon we will move on to more aggressive things. It's just... Yeah, see, they've got a Kiln Fiend right now. They better be holding on to Mutagenic Growth, because... I can take this out now. Okay, so we're going to draw off of Experimental Synthesizer. We are gonna take out the Kiln Fiend. We have to. Again, it's about shutting down what they can do. We are playing a little more defensively this time, but we're ahead, and we benefit more from building our board and preventing them from building their board. This is a matchup where I have exclusively a lot of experience in both decks. See, look, they tapped out. Even if I bolt this and it forces a mutagenic growth, they'll be down 2 cards for 1 card. And I'm going to draw off of this chromatic sphere, so... Chromatic star, I mean. That's totally fine. That's time walking. That's being up on resources. And that tells me from that interaction that they don't have a mutagenic growth. Which means I can feel better about blowing up their creatures. Anyways. We're just waiting on our opponent here. I hope they know what to do. Alright. Oh, I just passed my main phase. I thought we were on their turn. That was foolish of me. But I'll make use of my second main as I would if I hadn't drawn a usable card. To give the illusion that I didn't just draw a Monastery Swift Spear, which is bomb in our deck. That was a misplay, but I have to make the most of the fact that I don't have a time machine. Okay, so... we're gonna do something greedy, because we're gonna see if we can draw a bolt. And if we can't... Oh, perfect. Perfect. And we know from the previous turns that they probably don't have a mutagenic growth. Oh! Okay. Then we have to double down on our greediness. For the sake of... Creature removal against Kiln Fiend decks is the most powerful thing you can do. Even if it costs you 2 mountains. And reduces 2 of your burn spells to just targets. We're whittling them down. We have a lot of damage off of our Goblin Grenade remaining. We have a lot of damage if we draw a mountain off of Goblin Bushwhacker. We're fine. Especially since we can afford to lose a game. Yep, there we go. It's about those winning the match decisions versus conceding some territory to respond in the second game. That was a good game 1. that was a good matchup for us. It's not very prevalent in the meta, so don't know how the rest of the league is going to go, but... Okay, we're playing first. We've got an awkward Kuldotha rebirth. We're still going to do it. Actually, no. It's better to wait for turn 2, I think. It's a hard call on this. Because there are many good choices, but there's only one best choice. Okay, well, if we sacrifice an artifact land... I should have sacrificed one of the great furnaces on my first turn, actually. It's awkward either way, but... This was a weird hand to keep. I'm also not quite sure what I'm up against. But what we're gonna do... We're gonna impulse to set up a Goblin Bushwhacker rebirth turn next turn. That will include the opportunity cost of a Lava Spike, but that's acceptable. Okay, if they're using a bolt on a 1/1, we're okay. We can come back from that. That's acceptable. And a trade-off of that is also acceptable. That actually puts us ahead in cards. Actually, no, it doesn't, because those cost a land, but... Okay. Kitchen Imp, they're gonna get a 2/2. That's not as good as burning us in the face in this matchup, but... What they don't know won't kill them. I assume they're on Rakdos Burn, but not entirely sure. Okay, for sequencing, we have to set up the Gobos. And then kick the Whacker. And go in for 10 damage. All that modern 8 whack experience is paying off. Now we're in a semi-comfortable position. Because we could Fire Blast and Galv Blast for 6 damage. And hopefully get in for 3 in the face. That's Christmas Land Magic. I don't know what they're doing this turn. They're gaining life. So, we want to be really careful about sacrificing to Fire Blast if they have life gain effects, which they have just exemplified that they do. So it really depends on what we draw off of this. Hope they aren't trying to stream snipe. Like the Radiohead? Very silly. They're taking their time. Okay. They did not swing. Okay. So we can do 6 damage on board. In this situation, we want to bleed through on board, get as much through as possible to deal 3 damage. And then, if we draw another mountain, we can deal 10, so this is okay. Because if they gain 2 life, we can still deal 10. It all depends on how much life they can gain in this turn, and if I draw a mountain next turn. If I don't draw a mountain, I need to draw a burn spell, which is good for me. Okay, that's going to bring them back their vampire thing. So they are going to go to 10 life. I'm surprised they didn't discard something with madness, but that's to our advantage, so that's fine. I'm going to drink alcohol. I mean, a non-alcoholic beverage. Wait, what did they... Okay. That just puts things in their graveyard. That doesn't take things from the graveyard. I thought it took things from the graveyard. So they drew, and they have mana open. Okay. So they're gonna have a hard time responding to this. Come on and let it out. Come on and let it out. Come on and let it out. Before you run away from me. Before you're lost between the notes. Just as you think of mine. Just as you're dancing and spinning, 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 spinning. Little do they know we have 2 fire blasts in our hand. Okay, they're gonna draw a card and fiery temper, deal 3 damage to something. As long as we get through with 1 creature and they have 2 blockers and we have 4 swingers, we can kill them on Fire Blast right now. Raise your hand and now and then you got it up, you can feel it on your back. You can feel it on your back. Tricks are falling into place. Okay. So we're gonna get in for 2, right? Do they have a life gain effect? I don't think they do for 1 mana. I don't think they do for 1 mana. Okay. So with that, we have to make a concession to the fact that we traded for 2 creatures, and that if we draw a mountain or a bolt spell, we can kill them even if they go up to 8 health. That's just the way she goes. Never stop, Lisa, just believe. Nothing you can target. That was a waste of a madness, bruh. You can't deal 10 damage to me right now, can you? With 2 mana and 4 damage on board? Unless you have 2 fire blasts. And even then, you don't have enough mountains, I don't think. I don't think this counts as a mountain. You are my center when you spin away. Out of control. Yeah. We are not guaranteed this W now. Okay, but this helps. Fire blast. Into fire blast. Is that any responses? Can you... You can draw off the blood token, but is there anything for free you can do that prevents this from being lethal? Ah, yeah, okay. I suppose my health is in front of the opponent's health, so my capture. I'm saying goodbye. 'Cause I can't do it face to face. What happens next? Shouldn't be afraid, because I know today has been the most perfect day I've ever seen. Okay, we've got 3 Godolphin Rebirth and nothing to sack for. Can't keep that. We've got 2 Monastery Swift Spears and 2 ways to trigger it. That's a great hand. It's super. We'll even bottom what I sideboarded in. This is the way I say goodbye, 'cause I can't do it. I'm gonna have to turn on Spotify for some of these, for the lack of Radiohead that's about to be incurred. Oh, they're bouncing their land. It's good for me. Oh, man. Oh, man. Double prowess off the chromatic star. Don't tempt me with a good time. Swinging for 4 on turn 2. That's 15 health. Alright, that's the end of our Radiohead portion. Yeah, I gotta try to keep it as close to copyright acceptable as possible. So, one moment. Sorry, opponent. DMCA Funk. Yeah, we'll be on DMCA Funk. I have no intention to monetize this. It's just getting it muted would not be preferable. Oh man, we got some funk with a PH. Alright. Something that's important to sequencing the prowess triggers is we drop a experimental synthesizer before we do our land. In the event that experimental synthesizer draws us a land, it didn't, and it will be better to, well, let's see. 3/3. No, I think this will be better, actually. Draw off of star. Get another Swift Spear. Golf Blast face. That's insane. With a Bushwhacker still on hand, that's nuts. If they don't have an answer to my Swift Spears next turn, this game is over. It's super done. Yeah, now we got Funk, so I'm kind of false advertising, but we listened to an entire In Rainbows cover, so I don't really care. I did as much as I could. What can they do with 1 mana and 2 cards in their graveyard? Against 2 damage to the face and a lot of damage on board. I don't know. But that's not my problem to anticipate. They're probably gonna target my creature with these. Is Madness free? Oh, they still have to pay for that. Did they have... Oh, they had the mana. Okay. I still played to my outs. I still should have done what I just did. Hindsight's 2020. Okay, swinging out is the worst thing they could have done. We may still have lethal. If they held up their blockers, they may not have. But now I'm pretty sure... Okay, we're 1 life point away from lethal. We're up a game, but they may be able to take me down this turn, so... Maybe it would have been better to get the Vigilant Samurai token off of Experimental Synthesizer in hindsight. But if we survive this turn and they're still at 1 life, or even if they're at 3 life, for our deck, that's a good place to be in. Because we have a high likelihood of drawing a Bolt spell, or a way to draw a Bolt spell. Okay, they're going to draw 2 cards, and they have 3 mana. And I think... No, they didn't discard off of that. They don't have a Madness trigger on board currently. Oh, but that's one hell of a Madness trigger. Pardon my French. So they're down to 2 mana and 2 discards, and they've drawn 4 cards. So it's looking good for them. We're still going to try to win, but it's looking good for them. Let's see if their deck can't... If they can't bring it back from this, I don't feel bad about winning. So they didn't discard anything that triggers Madness. I feel sorry for them. They have 2 mana. What can they do? Okay, now they have 3 mana. That's looking better for them. Okay, they can go up to 3 life and create 2 tokens. One of which they can use to trigger Madness. But Okay. Okay, we got a bolt. If they can't heal right now, they're donezo. And either way, they're in trouble. They can't pay the madness, though. Is there a free madness spell in their deck? Okay. We're 2-0 currently. Do I think Monastery Swift Spear is broken? Incredibly. It's without a doubt. Let's see what some of the stream stats are. Hope this isn't doxing myself. How's the stream doing? Yeah, we're doing fine. 2 viewers, hell yeah. We don't do this for the metrics, we do it for the fun. Viborilla93! You have lost the dice roll to me. Oh, they won the dice roll, never mind. They chose to play first. On the draw, they're keeping 7. Yeah, this is fine. We, against not knowing what they're doing, yeah, this is totally fine. At worst, we get to Affinity with a Galvanic, or we get to Metalcraft with Galvanic Blast and draw cards off of Experimental Synthesizer. At worst. And at best, we get another land and just overwhelm them. Well, either way, we're going to get a Prowess trigger. They probably have a response to this Experimental Synthesizer. Oh, that's rough for them. This is probably Tolarian Terror, though. Sucks to lose a Monastery Swift Spear, but that gets us one step closer to a second land, so it's acceptable. They might have a response to deal with the Swift Spear right now on 1 mana. Let's see. At least we're up on time. Alright. We have another synthesizer, which means on draw and on the synthesizer we have 2 opportunities to draw a mountain. They're playing kind of slow. Don't know if they have responses or if they're just playing slow. We're up a minute on them. Pog. Oh no. They are 2 mana closer to getting to a Tolarian terror. They play very slow, though. Oh, I think they have Tolarian terror already. Yeah, they have... No. They... Oh. Okay. We're close to them already having a Tolarian terror. All we can do is play it out if they get the terror. And mulligan for graveyard destruction, but Tolarian... Oh! That's rough. If they have life gain, it's already over. So here's what we can do. We can bolt face. Swing it on 2. And if they block, we can bolt it. Unless I'm missing something. It may be better to continue to bolt face. No, it'd be better to swing in. Okay. It's awkward, but we're gonna trade with this Gurmag. That's why we bolted face the first time, but in hindsight, we didn't have to do that. So that was kind of silly of me. Okay. We have no board presence, but we have the hand to eliminate that. And I say we do. I say we draw off of the star. Oh no, that has ward. We can't. Tolarian Terror is a good deck against mono red. Because I suck against it. So they have a 2-turn clock on me. I do not have a 2-turn clock against them. Unless I draw a Fire Blast. Oh! Okay. So first we do this. We have 11 damage in hand. It's not impossible. We need a Fire Blast. We can't even do a Fire Blast. It's a lot we have in our hand, but even if we got 3 Galv Blasts, we can't. We can do a lot of damage right now, but we don't have the cards. And that's sad. Okay. If we double Galv Blast and we keep up a Bushwhacker to block, we can potentially buy ourselves another turn. That was Alright. We're trying. That's it. That's game 2, baby. That was a funny way to almost stay alive. Yeah, I'm gonna force them to kill me. Yeah. Okay, begin sideboarding. All we can do in this matchup is bring in our Graveyard Hate and our Blue Hate, and ironically just try to blow them out of the water before they set up. It is a hard matchup. I resent it. Because it's hard to sideboard against. Like, yeah. It's hard all around. Dang, I'm still, like, behind this mic. You can't see me from that camera angle. Let me see how that looks. Oh, there we go. You can see me a little more. I'm a silly man. I've submitted my deck. That's all I can do. We love a 1-view stream. Gotta keep it tight. Because, yeah, they're the favorite matchup. And that's how metas work. That's all we can do. Let's just wait. Hinge notifications are silly. They only have 14 seconds. I hope they pick what they need. Mono red and a Halo shirt. Yes, I would like to play first. Mulligan that. We'll keep that. We'll keep it. Kind of BM that they were waiting out the clock on the mid-game, but whatever. Yeah, this is what we do. Alright. We can just have to be as aggressive as possible. In this matchup, Tolarian Terror, we get the first turn and the second turn from their tap lands. So we gotta make the most of them. There's no force of negation here. It's go face. Get in for your 7 damage on turn 2. And hope they don't have a Tolarian Terror soon. That's about as good as we can do, short of having a 7-lane hand that had 1 more bolt spell. That's the best opening we can do for this matchup, well, I could have kept Graveyard Hate, but for this matchup, ironically, it's really hard because you have to have Graveyard Hate and to be able to do what I'm doing right now. So sometimes you have to choose one or the other. You have to keep a hand that has good Graveyard Hate and bad board presence or otherwise. It's very rare to have both, because when you sideboard in, you're collectively sideboarding in not even a playset of response. Maybe I'm missing something, but it's really just about me hitting the ground running. They're kind of BMing me, but whatever. I don't care about the game log, and I don't want it there. In fact, to reduce stream sniping, we can cover up our name by moving ourselves down a little more. That should cover us. Oh man, they played one land. Okay. Okay. That is an acceptable draw. That's quite acceptable. Do they have a response? They do. That makes sense. They have 7 cards in hand. That happens. In the format where counterspell is legal, it happens. I'll still swing for a lot. So I had to text a friend. Yeah, we have a great board presence, and we're in top deck mode. Just gonna send the stream to a friend that's asking about it. Oh yeah, you can brainstorm. I don't feel bad about taking that time because they've been running the clock in their own way. Oh, I won! Alright. Yeah, that's all we can do in this matchup. There isn't a go to artifact response, and board clear is not something we can do reliably either, so that's fine. We're gonna play some actually copyrighted Radiohead. I don't care. I'm here for you, not the VOD. We'll do Richard EB, who gave me permission to stream his music on my stream. So we'll do that. Dang, this hand. Okay, I didn't verbally justify it, but it's fine. It's a fine hand. Because we basically get a turn 2 with this deck. And getting the Kuldotha Rebirth on the board on turn 2. Because of their tap lands, we get a turn 2 against them. It's very unlikely that they have a 1 mana response to an artifact. And the draw off of the Experimental Synthesizer is good. And we can double down on that by sacking it to Kuldotha Rebirth. if we don't draw him out enough of it. So, well, no, that's not true, but we can still get this, which is great. Okay, so we're going into a Kuldotha rebirth. Would I have liked to have kept the chain lightning? Yes. But they have no response, and getting the board presence is better. It's a hard pathway. These are on different audio channels, right? Wow, my music isn't even coming through. What a stream. I've been playing music this entire time. Let's make sure. Okay, yeah. In the VOD, I can take out the copyrighted music, so we're fine. Thank you, Richard EB, for letting me use your music on stream. Please support his music. His cover of Paper Moon, spectacular. Spectacular. One of the best. I listened. That was one of my. I think that was one of my top 5 songs on Spotify last year. It's super good. Okay. So, we both face to try and coax a response. It goes through. We bushwhacker, because if they don't have a response, it's good, and if they do have a response, they would have anyways. Whether I reckless impulse or not, I still am on a tough clock. It's a hard call, but do they have a response? I still get the prowess trigger, and I'm still swinging for 5. That's the benefit of building your board early, because it pays over time. What are they gonna do? Okay, yeah. Did we lose 5 potential, 6 potential damage? Yeah. Can we still swing for a lot? And did we force them to use something that saves them? Yeah. That's the best we can do. This is an unfavored matchup. So when we force them to respond, it's not always bad. But that's bad. That's pretty bad. Oh, but okay, we're fine. We still have our Swift Spear, and we have a spell that draws 2 cards and prowess triggers. So we're super okay. So yeah, we got him. Got 2 damage and a prowess trigger here. We got 3 damage and a lava spike and a prowess trigger. It should have been, yep. We got it! That's an unfavored matchup and we won! Wow! We're 3-0 with the best deck in the meta. That's interesting. And the best card, even in our unfavored matchups, has been Monastery Swift Spear. Let's go for game 4. Can't wait to see. Okay, I did not want... I want to listen to the best Richard EB without shuffle. Not this one. No. We like the game covers. Richard EB, I love you. Your music is spectacular. And if I can't accept donations on stream tonight, it would be a conflict of interest. So please donate to the NAACP or Richard EB, who just puts out great music for free. Donate to them anyways, even if it wouldn't be a conflict of interest. We can't keep that hand! Mulligan! Am I first? I don't know. We can keep that. It's not pretty, but we can keep it. Okay. Yeah. We only need one Kuldotha Rebirth to win. And this Chromatic Star interaction with Kuldotha Rebirth is just so good that we can keep a one-lander on game 1, turn 1. Okay, looks like we've got a mirror match. Just means whoever burns first burns. 1v1 me, bro. Okay, so the correct move is to... Wait, no. Because when it's put into the graveyard, draw a card. So we sack it to Kuldotha Rebirth and get our card drawn. Almost did that wrong. Great. What a grat Tim. I don't think that's been a relevant card in Pauper for a long time. Okay. I think we do this. We flex our advantage. This is the whack deck. We trade with whatever blocks, and we deal 8 damage, and then into 6 damage, which could become 10 damage because if I drew another mountain. Good spot to be in. This is Bad Apple again. Okay. You gonna prowess me? Are you gonna draw a board clear? Because that's what you need right now. You need to block me. Are you gonna be greedy? Is that targeting? I'm sorry. No. If they didn't know what was in my hand, that would be a good thing. And if I draw a card, if I don't draw well, this will be bad. So if I swing out, I'll do 10 damage. And they probably have me on lethal for that. So, with much chagrin, I need to do this and keep 3 blockers up. But, I don't know if it was better to go to face. I have 9 damage in hand. And a card draw, so I feel okay. Frustration is getting bigger. Bang, bang, bang on my devil trigger. You're supposed to bolt before I can block, bro. They're just gonna bounce off each other. You're not playing as if you have a clock. That's hard on me. But if I draw another bolt spell, I'm fine. So it's not that hard. Okay. Let's see what I draw for this. Okay. That is 7 damage of both and 4 damage from Fire Blast. So we got there, but that was a very mono red moment of, do we send it to risk not getting there, or do we, well, we had to overextend. That's the point. That was a good game, though. Oh man, I thought that was game 2. Okay, we gotta bring in End the Festivities and Electricity. And that's it. Okay, we keep this hand. Against this matchup, we keep this hand. Taking out Chain Lightnings does a lot more than anything we bring in, TBH. And look, this was a good hand to heap, because I was able to do a turn 1 and turn 2 board setup, or I can respond to what they're doing, which is bolting their creature. Taking out the grenade may have been more necessary, but we're in a good spot using the Kuldotha Rebirth, so. They've still got a Swift Spear. That's fine. They shouldn't have kept the Chain Lightnings, but I guess I only took out 2, so. Okay, we're going to play conservatively. We're going to bring in a synthesizer. Oh, that was a misplay. Oh, no. Synthesizer so that if I can draw this. And I can still bolt their Monastery Swift Spears. Because I've played enough Mono Red to know that Monastery Swift Spear is better than most things. Most cards in the red deck, you gotta take out the Monastery Swift Spear. Oh look, they have nothing. They can only respond to my board. So we'll do this. better to get a card draw off of the experimental synthesizer and potentially use a land than to drop the chromatic star there. But yeah, that's fine. We're still building our board. And look at us. We can still bolt face. Just fine. It's a shock. But we have creatures for next turn. And we did 2 damage. That puts us ahead. And if one... spoke too soon. I was going to say, if one goblin survives, we could goblin grenade. But one goblin did not survive. They had a good... It's good for them that they had that, because I'm still going to kick this, but... I'm gonna swing in for 2. On 2 mana. Do I hold this grenade and keep the board presence? Or do I let them bolt my goblin? No, I don't. Because they can bolt my goblin at a time of instance, but, well, I don't know. That was kind of dumb of me. But they're at 11 life. I'm at, but they have the board presence. I don't know. Now we're at even life. Have a source of 4 damage on them. Oh, and that's the best top deck I could have gotten. And that's magic. That's the... We're still having fun here. Every time. This would be the time when a toxic player would say, "Wow, good luck, you've got both of the cards that would do good against me." But I'm not that guy. We lose the games that we lose. Which is this one. Whatever. We'll go to game 3. I need to use the restroom. I'm confident I can do it in less than 3 minutes. Alright. We're back. Yeah, not much else we can do against this deck other than go first and kill him first. Yes, I'd like to play first. I'm gonna keep it because the Galvanic Blast and the 2 bolts can do 10 damage, which is our floor. They can't prevent that damage. It's awkward, but I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, that's fine. It's better to speed up. Well, yeah, it's better to speed up our... Oh, dang. If I had kept that on for turn 2, I could have had Metalcraft without losing the draw of it. So that actually wasn't a good play. But you live and you learn. I'm playing to win, but that doesn't mean I'm necessarily gonna. Okay. This is burn. We deal the burn damage. Next turn, we have 6 damage we can do with just what's in our hand. If they don't block, which they probably will. It'd be very silly of them not to. But if they're going to be greedy, we will benefit from it tremendously. That's... Yeah, so we cast this for 1. We Goblin Grenade the face. We Galv Blast for 4. They're at 5 life. We can create a 2/2 vigilance creature and still have a draw. They deal 3 to us. 9. This is still neck and neck. We have to do the best thing. Okay, we do this in case we draw land. At least we can block. That was the worst top deck we could have gotten. But at least on 2 occasions we've cleared our draw. They probably have lethal in hand. They have 2 bolts. I have to leverage the possibility of winning on next turn rather than dying this turn. Because if I live to next turn and can't win, then it will be for naught. Yeah. This is a good best of 3. It was pretty close. Because, yeah, they still could have fire blasted me down to 1. But if I lost that creature off the top deck, I wasn't going to win. So, well, maybe in that case I still should have played to win. But I made my choice, and I don't have a time machine. So, here we are. Because if I live to next turn and can't win, then it will be forgotten. Man, I have such a bad cough. We're still 3-1. Which is better than I do usually. That Tolarian Terror win was good. Dang. Two minutes in the queue? Someone fight me. Can we find a match 5? Oh! Okay. Lloyd Gaming. Let's go, Lloyd. Okay. This is fine. This is great. Not knowing what they're doing, this is the hand to keep. Get that turn 1 Chromatic Star, turn 2 Kuldotha Rebirth. Would have been the only thing that could have made this hand better is if one of the lands was a Monastery Swift Spear, but you can only be so lucky. And mulliganing down to 6 doesn't fix that. It doesn't open that opportunity. Magic is a game that still has a luck-based factor. And if you can't leverage, to win is to leverage that. To win is to leverage the fact that if you have a 68% win rate, you're a really good Magic player. Just misplayed, speaking of really good Magic players. But hopefully it doesn't bite me. Yeah, it did, but... Well, I guess that wasn't a misplay since it wasn't a... egg. The misplay was that if I had an experimental synthesizer on the board and I had sacked it before playing a land, I could have exiled the top card I exiled from my library could have been a land, which would have saved me from playing a land in my hand. But what I had actually drew me a card. so unfunny. Looks like it didn't even make a difference because I continued to draw land. This is lucky for my opponent, who's probably doing just fine because they are in the 4-1, the 3-1 bracket. Sorry, I really had to take care of that text. It was above my boundaries of putting on a consistent show to respond to that text. I still got 11 damage by turn 3. Wow, if those two draws were bolts, that'd be so cool. That'd be very cool. See them do something other than gain a life off of a land. Okay. They're gonna only gain a life and have a blocker. And have a card draw. That isn't insignificant. I mean, we're still ahead on board. But that's not insignificant. Funyun. I'd rather lose the draw and be up a creature at this point. Because the sooner we can kill our opponent, the better. Though, as much as I like that Kuldotha. This makes it more likely that on my next turn, I'll win than not doing that. But that is a hard trade-off. Tapping out. Oh, well, they have 6 cards in hand and 3 mana, so tapping out may not put them to be death. Ooh. We are leveraging our draw. How much CMC is Prismatic Strand? I gotta know. That's 3 CMC. Okay, we can't. We can't use a Bushwhacker on a Prismatic Strand. And even if they don't have one, mathematically speaking, they probably do. So we need to act as if they do. This is game 1. That bit me in the butt. That may have been them just continuing to If they had a prismatic strand, I'd feel very stupid. I'd feel. I just accidentally skipped my. Damn it. To glare attackers. Just gotta let them know. It happens. That's life. Whatever. That was a misplay. That may have cost me the game. That's life. And honestly, now I know I don't have to use my bushwhacker. Can save that for when there's less board ahead of me. That may have cost us the game. We could have had lethal this turn. But at least we get him for 2. We keep that much. Having the board presence on the bushwhacker is more important than... No, we're done with the inspiring overseer. That wasted their ephemerate, saved our samurai, and prevented them from gaining a life and drawing. I think that was an okay move. I shouldn't have played around the prismatic strand earlier. I should have played. I should have gone all in, actually, because now they have initiative. I can get initiative with my current board setup. Some mistakes were made in this game, but I'm unfamiliar with the matchups, so and it's the first game of 3, so I'll be kind to myself. Would be awkward if they had a prismatic strands now. Would make sense if they did. Oh, but they'd have to flash it back, so that's fine. So now I get the initiative. I'm gonna venture into the dungeon. Oh, I can get a mountain. That's great. Oh, fuck. I could have played that map. Whatever. We're playing Burn, so that really doesn't matter. They're gonna get more... Wow, they're not gonna play their Pegasus. I bet they have a Strand in hand. They have to. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna get the initiative. Yeah, not swinging that turn did... I think it cost us the game. I think we could have won. Yeah, I'll take 5. That's fine. Playing to win, not to not lose. That was a really tough game. I'm not used to that deck. Actually, I'm really not sure what they sideboard in. Let's be... We all have access to the internet here, it's fine. Warzav Ephemerate, what is your Trainer's Edict? Okay. Dust to Dust is hard, but all we can do on this matchup is try to outspeed them with the current build, which is the fastest build of the deck. Yeah, we'll keep that on the draw. Could it be better? Yes. Could it be worse? A lot worse. We're up a game. It's okay. Genuinely didn't know what that card did. Since they can exile artifacts, we're not going to play artifact lands yet. We don't need to, so we're not going to endanger them yet. So that's a 3 mana card. Once they get to 3 mana, they can destroy our artifacts or destroy our 1/1s, which is tough for us in both ways. Dang, our browser's responding slow. I think that means we have to this thing. It's something that for some reason MTGO does. Okay. Them not being at 3 lands, them losing lands twice is really sad. I'm sorry, Lloyd Gaming, if you're watching this. That's not good. We're gonna stay ahead. because we can deal damage with our burn spells at any time. Except the longer we hold Galv Blast, the closer we are to Metalcraft. And a double lightning bolt Galv Blast on Metalcraft is 10 damage. Dang. I think we win on that. Sorry about that, bro. Let's see on the chat. That's... been there. It's never fun to win on that, but we play to win in this house. Cause yeah. I promise I have holes in my hand. I do. Dang. They kept a risky keep and we had one of their best. Oh. Them's the beats. Our opponent did keep a bad land, but if they had drawn a second land, we would have been in trouble, so I'll take the win. That was a 4-1 on stream. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna stop the stream. We're gonna make some content out of it. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.